Welcome to the O'Brien Ice House for today's second clash of the weekend between the Adelaide Rush and the Melbourne Ice. This weekend doubleheader in the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League. I am Andrew McDougall. We are Sportscast Australia. Thank you for joining us for today's game, which should be an absolutely epic contest, just like yesterday, when the Melbourne Ice were able to get the win 3-2. A late power play goal to Shana Godfrey to seal the win for the home team. For the Adelaide Rush, Jordan Corbetta scored 2. The other goals for the Melbourne Ice was a fantastic goal from Danielle Butler and Ashley Aparicio scoring as well. And in goal for the Melbourne Ice yesterday, Caleb Best was absolutely outstanding, stopping 34 of 36 shots on goal and finished with a .944 save percentage. And it looks like Emma Moonen is starting in net for the Adelaide Rush, who has been superb as well this season for the Adelaide team, who are in their fresh new away blue jerseys. They look fantastic. So the Melbourne Ice in their home dark blues will be shooting from right to left on your screen, and the Adelaide Rush in their away light blues from left to right on your screen as we get set for the opening puck drop. And the face-off is won by the Rush. And they enter into the Melbourne Ice zone. They try to get a shot across towards the crease. It's blocked. Now down low, the Rush have it. Fed in front, but it's gone straight out to the neutral zone. And Cooper will collect. Just go D to D. Now the Rush, they take the blue line. Trying to get a shot on goal, but he's blocked. And now the Melbourne Ice clear, and there's escape for the puck. But the Rush able to handle it. Now into the neutral zone. So the Rush just chip it in, and they'll go for a change, and it gives the Ice time to regroup. Try and exit their zone. Held up on the blue line. So Rush keeping it again. Corbetta finds Aris. Couldn't quite handle it. Now it's behind the net. Fed back in front. No one's there. Farrier now collects it. Up to the blue line, now back to Farrier, just off a skate. Goes down low towards Aris. Aris picks it up now. Finds Corbetta. Just fans on the puck. Aris now collects. They're taken away from Aris now. The Ice, they can exit their zone. Over to the left wing, now take the blue line. Just worried off the puck there was Aparicio. The Ice will go back to their defence. They'll try and go down this right wing. And they just chip it in as they make a change. Lunn just plays it along the boards. Held up in the neutral zone. Lunn there again. But the Ice, they get it clear and they take the blue line now. They get a shot on Moonen. Goes high and wide to the right. Now the Rush have got numbers. They'll look to exit their zone, and they do now. Down this right wing, just chipped in towards the net, and it's covered up. Michaela Pearce in net today for the Melbourne Ice. Cebulski wins the draw. With the Ice now, they take it away through Godfrey. Takes the red line, now the blue line down that right-hand side. Just chips it in, collects her own puck. In behind the net there of Moonen. Tries to feed it into the slot. Off some skates. They get it through the slot now, into the corner. No one there for the Ice, and Cebulski now. Tries to chip it along the boards, can't clear. Cooper collects. And a big hit. Cebulski there, Godfrey coming through. Cebulski trying to collect the puck on the blue line. Collected by Godfrey on the way through. Pass just went behind Cebulski to turn her back on Godfrey coming the other way. Now the Rush, they just chip it in deep. You guys have time. Davis Tope now. Just chips it along the boards, trying to clear the zone. Can't. The Rush, they keep it in. Now Tupper gets back for the Rush, does well. They just dump it again, the Rush. They chase after it. Great defensive work there. The Ice clear their zone. They just can't get any clean exits. Yeah, the Ice. Just a fan on the pass, but they do get it into the Rush zone. Bit of a chip and chase into the corner. Both players fall over. The puck goes in behind Moonan's net. Fed back in front to the slot. There's time, there's a shot on goal. And the puck is trickled in, they score! Cochrane with the shot. I think it was Grigliunas. Got the final touch on it. She gets to her feet. Able to get it past Moonan. And the Ice, they take the early lead here, 1-0. Great work from the Ice, just to keep pressure on, feeding pucks into the slot. They get rewarded. Now Godfrey can't control it. It's a battle in the neutral zone. Godfrey collects it now, plays it back to the blue line. Try and go forward. It's cut off though. Now Aris just dumps it back to Kulbita. Kulbita looking for Aris, goes in behind the net. Farrier collecting the corner, plays it back to the blue line. Venus back to Farrier. Into the slot. Cooper now keeps it in the zone, only momentarily, as the Ice work it out. Venus. The Rush will dump it in, and they'll look for a change. Now the Ice will play it out. Raimundo along the boards, gets pressured off it. Aris now. Great work from Julian just to get a stick in to block that backhanded shot. The Ice now trying to clear it. They do now. They get it out of the zone. But the Rush straight back in there. Davis Tope now. Pressured off the puck. The Rush couldn't get a shot on goal. There's a battle along the boards. Multhane's in there for the Rush. Now Multhane behind the net. Looking for a teammate. Plays it up to the blue line. It goes all the way down the other end. Holub will collect behind Moonan. Tupper just feeds it across to that left wing as they take the blue line now, the Rush. Great pressure from Dutton just to break up that play. Now there's a battle in the corner. The Rush win it. Trying to feed it to the blue line. They can't. It's picked off and out of the Ice. They just chip it in. They look for a change as well. Cochrane now. Cochrane just plays it down the ice. Icing's waved off as Venus collects for the Rush. Venus now battling. Good battle between Venus and Cochrane. Now Cooper. He's played along the end boards, looking for a teammate. Now Butler. Nice hands, Butler. Gets past Cooper. Can't get a shot away as Venus came across to help. He's got the body in the way. Now Butler takes the blue line down that right-hand side. Tries to feed it into the slot. Raimundo now. Just happy to wrap it around the boards. Now the Rush. Kulbita takes the red line, now the blue line. Works all the way in. We have a penalty for the first power play of the game. We'll be going to the Adelaide Rush. It's Kulbita with speed. from the neutral zone, took the red line and the blue line. Drew the penalty, so a big chance here for the Adelaide Rush. There's a battle on the boards now, trying to dig that puck out. AWIHL does, collects it. Now Venus, just looking for the teammate there in front of Piers. Couldn't get through, got deflected. Multhana, Venus now, little backhander. Great block. AWIHL got down on one knee now. Julian's now free. 1-on-1 now with Moonen. Julian, great save, Moonen. Fantastic work, Emma Moonen. You got Christina Julian bearing down on you. Nearly a short-handed goal there for the Melbourne Ice. They win that draw. Savulski now. Plays it forward. The Rush trying to track it down. The Ice clear it out of their zone. Kulbita to Cooper. Couldn't connect with that pass through centre ice. And the Melbourne Ice, they clear it away. Farrier was looking for Cooper along the boards. Went past her. Farrier collects now behind Moonen and they'll set up. Finds Kulbita. Goes across ice to that left wing. Finds Cooper. Cooper just holds up. Cuts back. Drops it off for a teammate. Got Sabulski in front. There's a wraparound opportunity. There's Lana Holub trying to sneak around the back door with the wraparound on Michaela Piers. It was up to the task. We have a face-off to the left of Piers. As the Ice win that, Raimundo in the corner. Just holds onto the puck. Gets pressured off it. Tahima. Stumps it off to Venus. Julian does well for the Ice. Now they look to break Godfrey. That pass just too far in front. And the Rush dump it back in. And that'll be icing. So good job from the Melbourne Ice. 9 seconds left in the penalty. They've done well on this penalty kill. Had a short-handed opportunity through Julian. Venus. AWIHL. Now AWIHL. Through centre ice. Tries to take the blue line. They do now. Multhana gets a shot on, but it's blocked. Great block in front. Now Holub in there for Raimundo. Sabulski now. Down low. Fed it back in front. There's bodies in the way and they couldn't get a clean shot on goal. Now the Ice. Over to that right wing. A call for the delayed offside on Cochrane. Wrigley Eunice gets back. Does well. Now the Ice. They can't get a clean entry. Kulbita now. Just cuts back. Now goes forward. From defence to offence. Kulbita now. Down that left-hand side. Thought about shooting. There wasn't a lane there. Now Lunn. Just tries to feed one towards the crease, but it's cut off by the Melbourne Ice. Cooper just cuts that one off. Butler was tracking it down. They just dump it in and they make a change. Now the Ice. Godfrey scored the game-winning goal yesterday. Worked off it by AWIHL. Fed it across the crease. No one there. Cooper Drops it down low to Farrier. Puts it in front, but there's no one there. And the Melbourne Ice, they clear it. And that'll be icing. So a few opportunities for either team so far in this game. No great flow to this one though at the moment. We'll see if that improves as the game goes on between these two quality teams. As Butler and Moroniuk, they'll take the draw to the left of Piers. Right. We'll do it all again. Moroniuk now collects the puck, dumps it back to Venus on the blue line, goes back down to Moroniuk. There's a puck's taken away. Now the Rush, they win it in the neutral zone, they dump it back in, putting more pressure on the ice. They try and clear it. They can't. The Rush keep it in there. Now the Ice clear it. Down this left wing, Godfrey. Can't work her way through. Butler now, nice hands, gets in front, shoots off the bar, comes back. No one there for the rebound. Butler beat Moonen, couldn't beat the Iron. Now the Ice now with an opportunity. Off the bar again. Had Moonen beat. 2 in a minute. And the Rush, Cooper entering the zone, called offside. 2 opportunities there for the Melbourne Ice. Had Emma Moonen beat. They couldn't beat the Iron. Cooper just dumps that in. Rush do well. Keep it in the Ice zone. Now the Ice into the neutral zone. Cooper will collect. Cooper will just chip it in. So Rush make a change. Now the Ice. Davis Tope trying to track it down. Can't. Now the Rush through Farrier, looking for Aris. Now Aris will try and collect behind the net. Aparicio does well. Couldn't quite stick the pass through the neutral zone, and we'll have an icing call. The Ice, they win it. Rush doing a good job to keep it in the Ice zone, trying to feed in towards the slot. They can't, there's plenty of bodies there. Now the puck's just lost in some skates. Now the Ice able to clear it out. Grigliunas pressured off the puck by Sapulski. Enters the zone, tries to shoot on goal. Dutton gets in front and blocks that one. Now Grigliunas just plays along the boards into the neutral zone. So Rush doing a good job. Stop those exits for the Ice. Now Multhana for the Rush. Takes a red line down the blue line down that left wing. Dumps it in behind, collects her own puck. Now swings around, tries to get a shot on, not enough on it. Just goes into the skates. Now Tupper. Just chip it back in and they'll go to work again, the Rush. Dutton collects. Now the Ice exit the zone down that right wing. They take the blue line. Butler just toe dragged. Tupper went to the Ice for the block. Little shot from behind the net. Tight angle off the pads of Moonen. Now Godfrey will collect. And in the corner. Just plays it behind the net looking for Butler. Goes past Butler. Now the rush. Through Kulbita. Takes the blue line. Gets a shot on, but it's blocked. Great defensive work there by the Ice. Butler now collects the puck. Kulbita's always dangerous on the puck. Ice calling for the offside. Officials wave it away. Now Venus. Go D to D. Cooper will dump it in. Just wrap it around the boards. The Ice will collect though. Aris does well just to keep it in the zone. Deny the exit. And now the Ice. Julian now takes the blue line. Feeds it. Looking for a teammate. But tracking back with a rush. Davis Tope couldn't get onto that one as the rush broke up the play. Venus now. Finds Farrier. Oh, nice little backhand pass, but just behind Kulbita. Couldn't collect. Now the Ice through Julian. Does well. Kulbita now. Finds Cooper. Cooper, a little backhand pass. No one there. The Ice pick it up now. It's Cochrane, the captain. Fed back in front by Baker. There was no one there for the Ice. Now Cebulski. Takes the blue line, tries to get a shot away. With the Ice getting plenty of bodies in front. No real clean possession at the moment, entering the zones for both teams. Now the Ice looking for Butler, who'll collect it now. Butler just toe drags, couldn't get a shot away, lost an edge. Now the rush. Multhana just falls into the boards, pressured off it. That shot goes high and wide. Now Butler just trying to clear their zone. They do. Cooper will collect before it hits Moonen. Plays it down that left wing. No one there. The rush make a change, gives the Ice some time. Now Davis Tope just dumps it in, looking for Julian to chase it down. Venus is there as well. Gets there first, finds Cooper. The Ice keep it in the zone though. Great work from Heel. Just dump it in. They go chasing again. It's Julian. Does well. Christina Julian. Shot from Davis Tope. And Moonen makes a save. Venus collects for the rush. Finds Cooper. Go down that left wing, but it's taken away. Now the rush. Puck's in the corner. It's cleared away by the Ice. Just under a minute remaining in the period. So we have an icing as both teams still struggling to enter the zone cleanly. It's a good crowd in here today at O'Brien Icehouse. We have Moonen face off to the left of Moonen. Rush winner, but Davis Tope collects it. Gets a shot on towards Moonen. Now, Julian. The ice now down his right wing. They take the blue line. Looking for a shot on Moonen. Goes wide. That was Davis Tope. Now the rush. They break clear. Tahima now. Only got Piers to beat. Goes wide. Shot is blocked. Multhana tries to track it down. Tahima now. Tries a backhand pass. Finds Venus. It gets a shot deflected off a body. And Piers with a good pad save. Cooper now behind the net. Tries to feed it in front. Can't. Now there's a battle. Dufour tries to clear it out. It's picked up by Venus. There's a battle in the corner. Dufour now. Tries to clear it out the zone, but it's held in. There's a shot towards Piers, who saves as the horn goes. And after 20 minutes of play, Melbourne Ice, they lead the Adelaide Rush 1-0. We will have an ice cut. This is the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League. We are Sportscast Australia. I'm Andrew McDougall. It's a Melbourne Ice 1-0 after one period of play. A goal to Amelia Grigliunas. We'll have an ice break and we'll be back for the second period. Stay with us here at Sportscast Australia. Welcome back to the O'Brien Icehouse Arena for the second period between the Melbourne Ice and the Adelaide Rush. This is the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League. We are Sportscast Australia. I am Andrew McDougall. Thank you for joining us. An interesting first period. The sole goal has 16-18 from Emilia Grigliunas. Here's the difference so far. That goal from Grigliunas was assisted by the captain, Stephanie Cochrane. The Melbourne Ice in their home blues will go from left to right on your screen. The Adelaide Rush in their road light blues from right to left on your screen. As we have a slight delay. As Michaela Pearce is pointing out a potential issue with the ice in the blue paint there. In that first period, it was 8 shots to the Melbourne Ice and 5 shots for the Adelaide Rush on goal. In the one power play opportunity for the Adelaide Rush in that first period. And no other penalties apart from the slashing call on Emily Davis-Tope of the Melbourne Ice. So a free period penalty-wise for both teams, who were unable to get clean entries when they're trying to enter the opposition zone. As the puck is dropped for the second period, won by the Rush, collected by Cooper, who will just fling it in towards Pearce. Bounce it back out to the blue line. The Rush keep it in. Tahima now just dumps it in behind Pearce. The Rush look to keep it in the ice zone. They can't. Butler now plays it across ice. Godfrey just can't track the puck. Loses the handle on it. But the Ice, they do a good job to keep it in. And Cooper with a nice stick breaks up the play. Now the Rush, they'll take the blue line down that right wing. Tahima. In behind the net. Moroniuk now. Collects the puck, plays it up to the blue line. Back to Moroniuk. That was Holub. Now Moroniuk has the puck again. Trying to feed it in front. Looking for Tahima. Little backhander in front now. Tahima's there. Can't get a shot away. Now the Ice through Butler. They'll look to exit. Puck's in the neutral zone. Peel now, just a little backhander into the corner. Julian will track that down for the Ice. Holub's there as well for the Rush. Venus now collects it, plays along the boards. Can't clear the zone. Puck's kept in. Shot fired towards Moon and off the pads. Goes in behind. Now the Ice. Dutton just wraps it around the boards, looking for a teammate. Collects behind the net. Got bodies in front. The Ice. They look to play it in towards the slot. Can't control it. Was Julian. Davis-Tope causing trouble in front of the net. Now the Rush. Kulbita now. Just puts it in behind. The Rush will try and dig at it. They win the puck. Kulbita pressured off it. The Ice now, they'll exit. Aris just dumps it in as the Rush make a change. Dufour now. Through the neutral zone. Great defensive work there, though, by the Adelaide Rush as Cebulski now takes their red line and the blue line down that right-hand side. Just stood up there by Dufour. Good defensive work. The Rush, they keep it in, though. Cebulski there, trying to control it, can't. Dufour, great stick work. Now the Ice. They'll break free. Cochrane fires. Moonen saves on the blocker. Good save from Moonen. Now the Rush, they'll go the other way. Venus couldn't collect that pass. Now the Ice, they were trying to go forward, just lost a handle on it. That was Baker. Now Venus, little chip pass looking for Lunn. Couldn't collect it. stretch pass. Looking for the ice, the teammate there that's just offside. So a bit more free-flowing in this period. Both teams looking to counter-attack. Now Moroniuk now collects a puck off that block from Multhana, fires, just goes wide. Both teams digging away at it now. Tahima's in there as well. Moroniuk collects the puck. Now cuts back, passes it to the blue line. Holub over to Venus now. Venus collects, looks for a shot on goal off some bodies in behind the net. And Melbourne just broken up there by Holub. Great defensive work in that neutral zone. And again, Alana Holub collects the puck. They enter the zone, trying to get a shot on Pierce. Good save on the pads and a rebound opportunity. Puck still free. Aris now will collect for the rush. Tries to get a shot off and it's blocked. Conlon got in front of that one. Now Godfrey. Battle here with Gulbita. As Godfrey falls to the ice and the rush will collect. Couldn't stick the pass. Now the rush, they take the zone. Great defensive work there from Melbourne. Now there's a play along the boards. Now there's an opportunity, but great work from Cooper. Just to track back and cut off that play. Now Aris. The rush go through the neutral zone. Gets a shot on towards Piers, but it's just patted away. Farrier's there. He's trying to protect the buck before. Now Venus gets the pass from Holub. Takes the blue line. Great handles. Good stick work from Venus. Tries to get a shot across the crease. Deflected. Now Tahima. Looking for a shot through traffic. It's in front. There's a rebound in front of Piers. They scramble for it. Multhana's in there. And the play is blown dead. He is trying to track that puck. And Multhana was on the doorstep. Couldn't find it and put it away. We'll have a face-off to the right of Piers. Heel. Can't clear it. The rush to look for a shot, but it's blocked. Plenty of blocks today for the Melbourne Ice. Getting in front of the puck. They can't exit their own zone. And they do now. There's a bouncing puck now down towards Moonen, but it's collected. Holub does well. Venus now behind the net. Just cuts back. Give it back to Holub. Now Holub trying to chip it along the boards. It's cut off. Now there's a chance from Atlas. It's a shot. Oh, off the bar. The third time today for the Melbourne Ice. Riley Alice might have come off the pad of Moon and into the bar. Now the rush. They can't clear it. Holub holds onto it. Pressured off it by Butler. Butler trying to collect it now. Venus goes in to help. The puck squirts out. Chip back in. Cebulski does well just to block that little chip from the Melbourne Ice. Now Venus holds onto the puck looking for a teammate. Finds Lunn. Lunn now just plays it from the red line looking for a teammate, but it's chipped off. Now the Ice will try and go forward. Great work from Godfrey. Now feeds it in front. There's a shot on goal from Conlon. Point blank range. Moonen saves it and hangs on. Just opened up there for Conlon. Great play from Godfrey. through the neutral zone and just kept working. Collected the puck, and Conlon had the opportunity in front. Julian wins the draw. There's a shot towards Moon and goes high and wide. And it trickles all the way out to the neutral zone. Now the ice. They fire a shot on towards Moonen, and it goes in. The Melbourne Ice. Beatrice DeFore gets the goal, first in the line. It was something from nothing. Just a little wrister from the blue line. Might have hit some traffic, and it beats Emma Moonen. The Melbourne Ice, they take a 2-0 lead. The Adelaide Rush now. The icing, that's an icing against the Melbourne Ice. So the Adelaide Rush now down 2-0. There's a face-off to the left of Piers. Four beat a battle. Farrier tries to backhand it towards the crease. Julian now collects it, chips it forward, but it's kept in by the Rush. Now Melbourne, they clear it out. Cooper, they go D to D, the Rush. Cooper now plays it forward. Kulbita now just cuts back in. Gets taken down, no penalty. A clean play according to the officials. Venus now. The Rush play it through the neutral zone. Couldn't touch it up, and we have an icing call. So the Melbourne Ice just swarming on Kulbita. Scored 2 goals yesterday. Every time Jordan Kulbita gets the puck. So great defensive work so far. We have a face-off to the left of Moonen here. Baker and Kulbita. The Rush, they win it. Cochrane in there, Cooper, Kulbita. Cochrane goes to ground. Baker comes in to help. Cooper now wins it. The Ice pick it up in the neutral zone. They just dump it back in. Cooper will collect. Just cuts back, looking for a teammate. Finds Aris. Aris plays along the boards. They can't exit the zone. And a big hit from behind. And it looks like we'll have our first penalty of the period. Jordan Kulbita goes to the box, potentially for boarding. It was a big hit from behind on the blue line. So a big opportunity for the Ice now to extend their lead even further on the power play. Butler now plays it to Cochrane on the blue line. Goes D to D. They look for a lane. They fire it on goal and they score! Shana Godfrey. Time and space. Cochrane. They go D to D on the blue line. And Godfrey walks in, fires on goal and scores. Beats Moonen. The Melbourne Ice 3. Adelaide Rush 0. And Shana Godfrey, who only had 1 goal entering this weekend, struggling to find the back of the net this season, has now scored in back-to-back games. The Melbourne Ice with a 3-0 lead. Venus on the blue line, just walks it, tries to get a wrist shot, goes wide. Tahima. Now the Melbourne Ice, they work hard on the blue line, they win the puck, heading towards Moonen, 1-on-1. And there is a penalty call. Julian taken down. And we will have a penalty shot by the looks of it, as Christina Julian is bearing down on Emma Moonen. And the Melbourne Ice, a big opportunity here. Julian was heading in on goal. It was Kirsty Venus who came across.
Let's go, Christina!
Now Julian with the penalty shot. And scores! Christina Julian. Forehand wrist shot. Goes high on the blocker side. Beats Emma Moonen. The Melbourne Ice 4. Adelaide Rush 0. And with that, the Adelaide Rush have made a goaltending change as Emma Moonen heads to the bench. And quality of time will take their spot in net. The Melbourne Ice, 3 unanswered goals in this period. Just broken this game wide open. Now Kulbita takes the blue line, just dangles away through, look for a shot on goal. Good save from Piers. Got down low to save that one. Now Farrier looks to play it in front, looking for Kulbita. Now Raimundo just plays it around the boards, looking for Grigliunas. The Rush keep it in. Now the Ice. Go through centre ice. Grigliunas just wraps it around the boards and dumps it in. Butler now will chase it down with Cooper on the puck. Butler does well, pressures Cooper off the puck, wins it, cuts back in the corner, just holds it up along the boards. It's fed towards the blue line as Godfrey will come across. Now the Rush, looking to break clear, but great defensive work as Butler now takes a blue line for the Ice. Looks to go in one with Tom. Just cuts across and loses an edge. It's a cool beater. Plays over to that right-hand side. They go over to Farrier on the left-hand side. It takes the blue line. The Rush, they keep it in. Holub just feeds it into the slot. There's no one there, and the Ice, they clear it away. And that'll be icing. So the Melbourne Ice leading 4-0 in this game. Entering this weekend at the same stage as last season, the Melbourne Ice had scored 15 less goals than the previous season entering into this weekend. So they might have found their scoring touch again. Off the draw, little shot towards Piers. Now the Rush. Tahima. Just held up. Now they're digging away at it. Still digging away at it. Puck unable to come free. Now it does. Venus jumps up to try and keep it in the zone. Can't, as the Ice get it out. Holub now, backhand pass to Venus. Venus through the centre ice. Takes the blue line. Looks to get a shot on Piers. Does. Piers gets down and saves. And the Ice, they clear it away. Holub now. Plays on their right-hand side. But the Rush, who had a potential 3-on-1, called for the offside. Corbeta and Julian. Corbeta wins it. That's collected here. Godfrey. Tupper gets a stick in there. Godfrey wins it back though. Back to Godfrey. Looking to play it in front. Alice was sliding in the back door. Didn't get there. The Ice trying to keep it in the zone. They do. Now the Ice trying to feed in front. It bounces off some legs into the post. Now the Rush. Able to clear it out. Comes off the skate of Cooper. He looks to chase it down. Does. Holds it up in the corner. Corbeta's in there as well. Aparicio now wins it behind the net. Now the Ice play it forward. Get a shot on. And Tom makes the save into the logo and holds on. We have a face-off to the right of Tom. Baker and Cebulski. Now the Rush, they come away with it. And offside on the Adelaide Rush as Jamie Lunn looked to enter the zone. Cebulski and Baker at the dot. One by Baker. Cochrane just chips it into the neutral zone. Holwood. Baker pressuring, just cuts back in behind the net. Finds Venus. Venus now along the boards. Now Lunn gets a shot towards Pears, who covers up the rebound. As Jamie Lunn is cutting back in, looking for that rebound opportunity, but Pears does well. Kayla Pears, young goaltending talent here in Australia for the Melbourne Ice. Moroniuk wins the draw. Cooper fires on net. Goes off some bodies. Now, Butler finds Godfrey. Just chips it into the neutral zone. Now the Ice. Through Conlon. Players go to the Ice. Now the Ice, they enter the zone. Godfrey just wraps it around the boards. Collected down low. Butler can't get a clear shot away. The Ice, they feed in front of the crease, and it's in! They score! Danielle Butler was at the back post. The Melbourne Ice, it might have been Alice behind the net, just fed it across the crease. And Butler was there to put it past Tom. The Melbourne Ice 5, Adelaide Rush 0. 4 unanswered goals in this period for the Melbourne Ice. Now the Ice on the attack again. They got their tails up, the Melbourne Ice. The Ice, they keep it in the zone through Julian, does well. Holub, backhander to Farrier. Farrier was looking for Kulbita. Went past Kulbita now. The Ice in their own zone. They can't clear it out, but they do have time before. Plays it through the neutral zone, trying to exit their zone, and we have an icing. So the Melbourne Ice making the most of their opportunities. The shot count this period is 9 apiece. So even on the shots on goal, Melbourne Ice with 4 unanswered as they win that draw. Now Kulbita collects it behind the net though. At the blue line, pressured, forced back into the neutral zone. The Rush will have to dump it in. Dufour now. Down his right-hand side of the Ice. They take the blue line. Trying a little chip pass back in towards the crease. The Ice collect it and they hold it in. Now Cooper cuts that one off for the Rush. As the Adelaide Rush look to go forward. They do now 2-on-1. A shot from Aris goes high and wide. Now Cebulski gathers the puck, fires towards Pearce, but it's blocked in front. The Ice can't clear the zone. They do now. Multhana. Majasic. Down low. Battling away is Majasic. Does well for the Rush, but Dufour now wraps around the balls, just trying to clear it. It's kept in by Venus at the blue line. Stick some players in there trying to battle along the boards. Now Cebulski wins it. Tries to get a shot towards Pearce, does, and a save by Pearce. Now the Rush. Sustained pressure here. Holub. That goes high and wide. Now Venus keeps it in on the blue line. Has Lund down low. Goes into the slot with the backhander. Cebulski can't collect it. Venus will get it again. Just walks the blue line. Now Lund. Fires it towards Pearce. There's a rebound. Cebulski's there. Can't get a shot away. And the Rush, they keep it in again. Venus. And now, through Dufour, the Ice, they can exit. They take the blue line. They get a shot towards Tom. There is a whistle. So the Adelaide Rush, some sustained pressure. Keeping in the offensive zone the last minute or so. They win that draw. Now the Ice through Butler. They take the blue line. Butler trying to cut back in. Just nice check from Multhana. Get Butler off the puck. Now Venning tries to clear it. Does. Now the Rush. Multhana through centre ice now. Fires it towards Pearce. There's a rebound. And it's in! They score! The Adelaide Rush. Multhana broke free. And Sierra Moronial gets the rebound. Puts it past Pearce. Gives the Adelaide Rush some life late in this second period. Melbourne Ice 5, Adelaide Rush 1. Adelaide Rush just pushing this last few minutes. They get rewarded there. The Ice win the face-off and they'll try and go forward. See how much energy the Adelaide Rush can feed off that goal. Now the Ice, they feed in front towards the crease. Julian couldn't get a clean shot away. It was Davis Tope with the feed. Now the Adelaide Rush continuing to pressure as Farrier collecting in the neutral zone here by the Melbourne Ice. They feed it to that left-hand side. They take the blue line. They get a shot towards Tom. There's a rebound. Backhand opportunity. Aparicio couldn't get a clean shot. Pucks in behind the net. Julian for the Ice. Now Multhana. Exits the zone, plays it at a chip along the boards, gets a puck back herself. Now fires towards Piers, goes wide. Now the Melbourne Ice, they'll look to counter at the other end. Plays broken up. Now Iris can't track the puck back down again. Gets it here now. Just chip it in. And they'll go and chase it down. Amber Bedell for the rush is there. And Dutton for the ice. Bedell wins it. Finds Venus at the blue line. Backhand it down to the corner. Get a feed towards Piers. There's a rebound, but Piers covers up. No trouble for Michaela Piers on that shot. We have a face-off to the left of Piers. Butler and Cebulski. Butler wins it. Dufour. Just try and clear it. They do now as Butler collects the puck. Now it's a 2-on-1 for the Melbourne Ice. Butler takes a blue line. Gets a shot on goal. It goes high and wide. Now the rush down the other end. Cebulski takes the blue line. Tries to feed it across. But Heel does well to break up that play. Now Venus. Defensive blue line. Plays it up. Lunn takes a blue line, now fires towards Piers. He just blockers that away. Now Conlon. Plays it along the boards. The Melbourne Ice. Multhana. Chips it forward. Now Cebulski has time and space, but tracking back. Doing a great job defensively for the Melbourne Ice. Might have been Godfrey. Heel. Time winding down. And that'll do us for 2 periods of play here at the O'Brien Ice House. It was the Melbourne Ice with 4 unanswered goals in that period. They took a 5-0 lead over the Adelaide Rush. Goals from Dufour, Godfrey, Julian, Butler, and then Sierra Moreno for the Adelaide Rush. At 2:37 left in the period, scored one to give the Adelaide Rush some life. We will be back after a short ice cut. This is the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League. We are Sportscast Australia. Stay with us. Welcome back to the O'Brien Icehouse Arena, where we are in the festive spirit. And the Melbourne Ice, they currently lead the Adelaide Rush 5-1 after a four unanswered goals in that second period from the Melbourne Ice, including a power play goal and a penalty shot goal. And the Adelaide Rush scored a late goal with 2.5 minutes remaining in the period to get one back to cut the Melbourne Ice lead down to 4 goals. But it is the Melbourne Ice leading 5-1 with a big third period coming up. The Adelaide Rush, they did outshoot the Melbourne Ice in that period, 14-11 shots on goal. And the Adelaide Rush in their road light blues from left to right on your screen, and the Melbourne Ice in their home dark blues from right to left. Now the Melbourne Ice in their own zone. The Rush, they'll keep it in. Venus at the blue line tries to chip it down low, and the Melbourne Ice clear it out now. Venus will collect as the Rush just dump it across ice into the corner. Multhana pressures. The Rush win it. Look to feed it into the slot, but it's cut away as the Melbourne Ice now through Godfrey down this left-hand side. Tries to cut back in, but Venus gets a stick in there. Godfrey now feeds it with the backhand. Couldn't find anyone in front. And the Adelaide Rush now. Farrier just wrap it around the boards. Looking for Kurbita to get onto it. The Melbourne Ice do well. They take it clear now. Julian takes the blue line down that left-hand side. It's got Davis Tope heading towards the crease. Just cuts back. Now looks to feed it towards the front of the net. It gets broken up. Now Dutton just plays along the boards for the Ice. Can't exit the zone. It's a shot towards the net, but it's blocked. Farrier now. Now the Ice trying to exit. Kurbita keeps it in. Now Melbourne, they will exit. Julian takes the red line, then just dumps it in as they make a change. Cooper for the Rush will pick it up. And it's cut off by Butler. Now there's a battle. And the Ice win it, and they take the blue line. Dangling away through, looking to get a shot on. As Tom went down, the net opened up. They couldn't get a shot away. That was Godfrey. Now Kurbita. Can't stick it all the way through. Gets it now. Tries to find Amber Bedell. It goes past Bedell. Now Raimundo collects it behind the net. Just wrap it around the boards to try and clear the zone. Does. Now the Rush. No offside to get a shot on. Saved by Pears. Now there's a wraparound opportunity. Pears covering up that near post. The Rush couldn't get a shot on. Now Venus. Deflection. Puck bobbles up and nearly troubles Pears. There's a delayed penalty. As the Adelaide Rush will go on an early power play here in the third period. As Steph Conlon sits in the box for a check-in call. We have a face-off to the right of Pears. Julian wins it, but it goes out to the left-hand side. The Rush gather it. Farrier now. Back up to the blue line. Cooper now. Looking for a lane. Shot is blocked. Melbourne Ice have done a lot of that in this game. Now Kurbita takes the blue line on the right-hand side. Just cuts back. And dumps it in. Down in the corner. Looking for Cooper, but that player's cut out. Good stick in there from Heel. And now the Melbourne Ice through Julian. Trying to break clear. Nice little backhand passing towards a slot. It was Aparicio. Just too far in front. Could have been a goal-scoring opportunity for the Melbourne Ice. Now the Rush on the power play. Trying to set up. Now behind the net is Raimundo. Just holds on to the puck. Now the ice through Davis-Tope. Now one-on-one with Tom. Davis-Tope shoots, saves, rebound, and it's in. They score. Emily Davis-Tope, short-handed for the Melbourne Ice. One-on-one with Claudia Tom. Just a wrist shot, trying to go high. Initial save, there's a rebound there, and Davis-Tope got enough on it to push the puck past Tom. And the Melbourne Ice leads 6-1 over the Adelaide Rush. The Melbourne Ice, power play goal, a penalty shot, and a short-handed goal so far today. They restore the 5-goal lead. Tahima now for the Rush. With speed, takes the left wing, takes the blue line. Now tries to cut back and hold up play, waiting for the troops to arrive. Aris does. Now the pass down low. They've got Holob in front of the net. Now back up to the blue line. Venus looking for a lane to fire. Shoots on goal, but it goes wide. Venus will try and keep it in. Does. Now down into the corner. Just trying to feed in your front. Tahima fires. Good save from Piers. They play it back behind the net. Got Mulfthana in front. The puck is loose and Butler now collects as the penalty winds down. Now Raimundo just clears it for the Melbourne Ice. Strong penalty kill for the Melbourne Ice, scoring short-handed as well. Now the Rush, they just tip it in, but they'll make a change. Gives the Melbourne Ice some time. Now through centre ice. The Melbourne Ice couldn't get a clean entry. They'll retreat for the offside. Venning. Just plays it behind the net. Looking for Cooper. Cooper now. Buck bounces to Kulbita. He's getting pressured in the corner. That's Cochrane. Now Cooper behind the net. The Ice do well. Strong pressure on the forecheck. Farrier just plays it through the neutral zone. No one there. And the Melbourne Ice, they just tip it up to the blue line. It's tipped in, no icing. Now Adelaide, can they get something going? Just bounces off some bodies and goes in behind Piers. Now the Melbourne Ice play it down that right wing. Now Julian tries to get a shot away. It's deflected. Tom dives on it. The play was called dead. It was a quick whistle as the puck came back out. The Melbourne Ice had a player there who put it away. You can hear the groans from the Melbourne Ice. Face off one by the Ice, but it goes out to the neutral zone. Now the Adelaide Rush down the left-hand side, trying to cut back into centre ice. Venus now chips it in. Now Dufour. Now finds Butler. He's trying to dangle a way through. Gets stood up. Losing an edge behind the net there. Now the Adelaide Rush, they exit it through Cebulski. Great defensive work on the blue line though. Now the Melbourne Ice, they can go back the other way. Big slap shot towards Tom, just goes wide. Now Holub for the Adelaide Rush. As Conlon does well, keeps it in. Raimundo's there as well for the Melbourne Ice. They keep it in the zone. Plenty of players chipping away at it. Raimundo does well and plays it down low. It was Godfrey waiting for it. Now the puck squirts out into the neutral zone. Tahima now chasing it down as the puck goes down in behind Piers. Tahima looking for a teammate. Just dumps it off to Cooper. Cooper fires it towards the net. Malthana was there for the redirect. Good save from Piers. Now the rush. Tahima. Got the puck down low. Trying to feed it back towards Malthana. Now the Adelaide rush. Another opportunity. Feeds in towards the slot. There's no one there. Good defensive play from the Melbourne Ice. Now Julian just backhands it in. Cochrane goes and chases it. Just tries to hold it up, but can't. Now Jordan Kulbita. Pass up to Farrier. Takes the blue line. Looking for Cooper. As you can hear from the crowd, just applauding the defensive work from the Melbourne Ice. Now they come back the other way. Ashley Aparithio takes the blue line down this left wing. Fires towards Tom. Tom just covers it up near the near post. Now Kulbita, a backhand pass, looking for Farrier. Melbourne Ice keep it in the zone. Now the rush connects it. The Melbourne Ice, they do a good job. They just dump it back in. And they work hard on the forecheck, just eating away seconds. Now the rush. They just tip it in down that left-hand side. As they'll make a change. Now the Ice. Butler looking to track that one down. Does. It's got Holub there for company. Wins the puck though. Just holds it up. Then spins. And then backhands it to the blue line. To Raimundo. Plays it back to Butler. Butler holds on to it. Spins back the other way. He's got Godfrey behind the net. Plays it in front. There's a shot on goal. And Tom does enough. Just keep the pads closed. Stay on top of it as the play is called dead. 10 minutes remaining in this period. The rush, they need to score. They need to score now. They win that draw. Cooper wrapped it around the boards, trying to clear it. Grigley Eunice scored today. Held up on the red line. Now the Melbourne Ice in their own end. Try and set up. Grigley Eunice now through centre ice. Takes the blue line. Nice pass. Finds Heel. Tries to get a shot on net. Rebounds and bounces off Tom. Now Cooper collects it. Now the Adelaide rush. Trying to get a clean entry into the offensive zone. They can't. The Melbourne Ice do well as a rush. They make a change. Now, great handles, great stick work in the neutral zone, but it's taken away now as Farrier now takes the blue line. He's got Aris with company, fires on Piers. It goes wide as a rebound off the boards. Aris is there trying to dig at it. It goes wide. Now Kulbita feeds it towards the slot. Just bounces off some bodies. And Holub will collect. Holub for the rush. Finds Kulbita. Now Kulbita just chips along the boards, trying to track it down. Does well, Kulbita. In behind the net now. He's got Aris in front of the goaltender Piers. Looks for Lunn. Finds Lunn. Now looks to feed it across the crease. Comes off some bodies. The Melbourne Ice are doing a good job defensively. Now Godfrey now. Just loses the handle on it. It goes into the corner. Melbourne Ice doing a good job just to keep it in the rush zone. Just eating away the seconds and the minutes. Strong forechecking. Now Godfrey. It's got Butler streaking towards the net. Has it now, Butler. Tries to feed it towards the slot. There's no one there. It's collected though. It's kept in. Raimundo now. Raimundo collects it again and then just chips it into the corner. Does well, Raimundo, as Butler goes to collect it. Behind the net. Back up to the blue line. Butler. We're going to feed in front. Across to Godfrey, who fires. And Claudia Tom slides across and does well. Godfrey was free. He had the open net, but Tom, great save. And holds on. Off the face-off, the Rush come away with it. Tahima just chips it in towards Piers. He just paddles it away. Working hard, Tahima. It's had a good period for the Rush. Now the Ice. They'll go back the other way. They'll just chip it in. They're happy to chip it in and chase. Cochrane now. We'll just try and hold it up. But Holder takes it away. Tahima. Good hand-eye coordination. Now Cooper fires. And Piers gets the left pad down and then covers up. Kate Tahima. Great hand-eye coordination to bring that puck down. Cebulski wins that draw. But it's Aparicio now. Comes away with it. Has Davis Tope streaking to the net. They get a shot on towards Tom. Adelaide Rush do well. Get it back into the neutral zone. Trying to collect it now. The Melbourne Ice, though, get another shot towards Tom. That was Julian, and Tom off the pad and then covers up. Off the draw, a bit of a scramble. Now Butler has it behind the net, looking for a teammate in front. Finds a teammate, shot off the pads, saved by Tom. Tom tries to cover it up. The puck squirts out. Butler has it, feeds it back to the blue line. That is blocked by the Rush, and they'll try and go forward now. The Ice can't touch it on the delayed offside. Now Cebulski down this right-hand side will just chip it in towards Piers. Goes off the end boards. Now Dufour has the puck as the Adelaide Rush make a change. The Ice, they take the blue line, they just chip it in. Picked up by Cooper. Great work from the Melbourne Ice on the blue line. Grigliunas just keeping the puck in the Rush zone. Now the Rush through the neutral zone. He's untouched and we'll have an icing. So the Melbourne Ice, a very workmanlike performance in this third period. Had the 5-1 lead heading into the period and just working hard on the forecheck. Defensively, holding it up on the blue line. Had a job to do and they're getting it done. As they win that draw. Gets a shot on towards Claudia Tom, who just pads that one away. Heel goes in behind the net. Now the Melbourne Ice trying to get it out through that right-hand side. They can't. Adelaide Rush through Lunn. Getting pressure on the puck. Now gets it forward. It's another battle in the neutral zone. Davis Tope trying to get it forward for the Melbourne Ice. Cochrane now finds Davis Tope with Cooper. There's a battle. No offside here. And the Melbourne Ice get a shot on as a rebound. And Tahima can't clear it. Just fans on that one. Now Kulbita takes the blue line, looks to wind up for a slap shot, changes their mind, tries to feed it in front. Great defensive work from the Melbourne Ice. And now Christina Julien couldn't get a shot away. Big slap shot towards Tom. Good pad save. That was Dufour. The Melbourne Ice, they keep it in the rush zone. Now Dufour again. Wrist shot towards Tom. Tries to glove it as a rebound. Godfrey now. Tries to dangle away through. Does. Gets behind the net. Tries to feed it in front, but that's blocked. And Kulbita will just backhand it along the boards. Looking for Molthaner. Melbourne Ice, they keep it in. Another slap shot. And Tom just pushes that aside. Now the Ice on the attack. Butler. Looking for a lane. Holds on to it. Dufour now at the blue line. Just throws it towards the net. No deflection. Godfrey will collect it. Feeds it back to Butler, who's open in the high slot. Fires on Tom, but there's bodies. And they block it. And now the Rush. They finally exit the zone. And the Melbourne Ice get called for the offsides. It's touched up. Just under 3 minutes remaining in the period. Melbourne Ice holding a 5-goal lead, 6-1. As the Rush win that draw, Cooper finds Venning. And the puck goes out of play. Draw won by Baker. Alice now enters the zone. Just holds it up. Does well with the one hand on the stick. Cooper plays along the boards. Finds Aris. The Rush will try and exit the zone. Once again, Cochrane, the captain of the Melbourne Ice, there to cut it off and dump it back in. Adelaide now. Down that left wing. Farrier takes the blue line. Just holds up. Tries to feed it towards the net. Cebulski's there. Aparicio, though, collects the puck, plays it ahead, has Christina Julien with speed now. Down that right-hand side, holds up, has Davis Tope in the middle. Can't get the puck there. The Adelaide Rush now. Farrier, once again, down the left-hand side, cuts back in. Just gets worried off the puck. And the Melbourne Ice, they clear it. Venus. Chips it in. There's a shot from the defensive end all the way down to Claudia Tom. Now the Adelaide Rush. Great defensive work again. That was Butler. Holding up one. Pushing the puck back into the neutral zone. Now there's a battle. Godfrey collects it. Conlon finds Godfrey. Just tries to turn and chip it, but can't. Lund gets worried off it from Conlon. The Melbourne Ice, they can set up again. Godfrey. It's just a battle in the neutral zone. Ends up going in the ice zone. There is a whistle. There's another big hit along the boards. And now both teams. No love lost here. That's Godfrey and Cooper. All happening here at the O'Brien Ice House. And these two teams, Melbourne Ice, the defending champions, and the Adelaide Rush, who were sitting at the top prior to this weekend. Under a minute to go in this game. Still plenty of hits as Kaylin Molthaner, Ashley Aparicio has a chat to the officials as Conlon heads over to the box as well. It's only December, but you can get a taste of what finals will be like come March in 2025. After it's all said and done, Adelaide Rush to end the game. We have a 5-on-4 opportunity here to try and get one back. Cool beater. Venus just plays it towards the slot, but is chopped off by the Melbourne Ice. Now Tahima tries to spin and shoot, can't. Now Raimundo just wraps it around the balls, trying to clear it. It's held in. Multhana and Ayres there for the Rush, just digging away at it. Now the Melbourne Ice, they collect it. Trying to clear it, but can't. Now Christina Julienne gets worried off the puck. Little backhand towards Piers. It's saved. Now the Melbourne Ice look to get it out of the zone. They can't. Venus keeps it in. Fires from the blue line. Once again, the Melbourne Ice just getting bodies in front of the puck, and they clear it. Now the Adelaide Rush go forward with time winding down. Kate Tahima plays it across ice into the corner. Multhana picks it up. The Melbourne Ice looking to clear it. Body sliding on the ground. Venus can't get onto that one. And the Melbourne Ice get back-to-back wins here at O'Brien Icehouse. 3-2 yesterday over the Adelaide Rush. And today, a 6-1 victory. And the defending champions, they let the competition know that they're not done yet. 2 big wins for the Melbourne Ice. A second period where they scored 4 unanswered goals, just breaking the game open. And really getting their scoring going. As we mentioned earlier, they had 15 less goals at the same time last season for the Melbourne Ice. They come away with a big win today, backing up from yesterday. Michaela Pearce in net, absolutely outstanding for the Melbourne Ice. Backing up from Kayla Best yesterday, who was also outstanding. So the Melbourne Ice, they take a 6-1 win over the travelling Adelaide Rush. We are Sportscast Australia. This is the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League. I am Andrew McDougall. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.